We're looking at overcast conditions to start off the day into Pocatello. We'll look for some partially cloudy conditions a little bit later on, a light chance for showers during the morning hours. Looks like some of that may be happening, at least between here and the mountain range there where your view is a little bit hazy. Temperatures are pretty warm to start off, especially towards Pocatello and then into the Magic Valley as well. We're into the 50s to start out. Looking for highs today just into the upper 60s, so a little more than 10 degrees gained by the end of the day today. It is a little bit breezy down into Pocatello. We'll see more of that wind up into the upper Snake River Plain a little bit later today. It'll be a pretty active day, in fact, in terms of those wind speeds. Here's your Viper radar, which is pretty quiet for most of the plain. Looking at some mountain showers all throughout the region, as a matter of fact, and a few showers pushing over the Magic Valley. Some of this activity could easily slide over the Snake River Plain this morning, just with some light shower activity for now, and then more thunderstorm activity by tonight. Here's a look at the satellite radar, where we've got a very similar setup as to what we had yesterday. Low pressure hanging out off the coast, just swinging in wave after wave of moisture. The way it's lined up today, we'll see that chance for some morning showers. By noon, things calm down a little bit, and then another wave hits the area tonight in time to cause some thunderstorm activity. You'll see that here on the Vipercast. This is 11 a.m. We will be seeing some winds beginning to pick up at this point, despite the fact that skies will be more clear. And in terms of rain and thunderstorms, things will be more calm at that point. By 4 p.m., storms start to pick back up, at least over the Magic Valley, the lower Snake River Plain, and then through the evening hours, that sweeps on over through the region. Not a washout once again today, kind of similar to yesterday where we saw the lightning, heard the thunder, but just saw on and off bouts of some showers. Not too much rain expected for now. Things may get a little bit more wet as we head towards the second half of the work week. Wednesday, it's looking very similar to what we've been seeing yesterday and today. In fact, Thursday, Friday, we're planning on seeing much the same activity here with mountain showers and a few scattered showers throughout the Snake River Plain. Some thunderstorms possible just about every day into our 8-day forecast. We'll see that in just a moment. For today, highs are falling a little bit from what we saw yesterday, where many of us were into the upper 70s. Today, Preston and Malad are about the only two cities hitting 70 degrees. We'll look for 60s for the most part, like we're seeing in DeSoto Springs as well as Montpelier. Jackson will even just top out into the 50s. We'll watch for a frost tomorrow morning, at least into Island Park and the National Park. West Yellowstone, they're looking at a low of 30 degrees after mid-50s today. Looking for 40s by tomorrow morning in Rexburg after a high of 65 this afternoon. We'll see more mid-60s all throughout central Idaho. 66 in Salmon, 64 in Mackay, another 66-degree high there for Arco. Pocatello will top out at 68. We'll look for mid-60s in Idaho Falls and Rigby. By tomorrow, we cool down just a few more degrees and see low 60s. We'll hang out in that ballpark, low 60s, upper 50s through Friday before warming back up into next week. Again, Saturday is looking like a nice bright spot in the forecast. Other than that, it's looking a little overcast in Pocatello, and that's about what I expect through much of our 8-day forecast here. Pretty unsettled conditions. Looking for just low to mid-60s Wednesday through Friday into Pocatello before we warm up towards 70s again by next week. Salmon's looking at 60s today. We'll hang out just around 60 degrees through the next few days before warming up towards the next week. Watch for windy conditions wherever you see thunderstorm activity. As for today and tomorrow, even away from the storm cells, it will be a little bit windy for most of the region. Jackson's looking at upper 50s today. We'll hang out into the low 50s through the next couple days before we warm up into next week. Dan and Caitlin.